Hi all, welcome back. Alright, crumb pork chops. So if you've seen the last vid on making your own breadcrumbs, I've made my fresh breadcrumbs and I've made my dry breadcrumbs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a big bowl, and I don't have enough fresh ones and I don't have enough dry ones, so I'm going to mix the two. Mix them up. So I've got my fresh ones and I've got my dried ones. Alright, now for pork I'm going to add a little bit of seasonal. Well, there's a few different ones, all-purpose seasoning. Just, well, it's up to you, whatever seasonings you want to put in. I like these all. Little sprinkle on, mix it up. Mix it up. And then I like putting a little bit of mixed herbs in. I mean, if you've got all fresh herbs in your garden, just cut a little bit of everything up and put it in there. But when the dry ones, you don't need too much, just a tiny bit. Mix that up. Smell the breadcrumbs. Alright, then always do your salt and pepper in there. And there is your fresh and dry breadcrumbs all ready to go. Alright, using a lot of pepper. I don't know if you notice, I'm pretty sparing with my salt. I don't use too much. You can always put salt on your food at the end if you need it. And a lot of people would do that anyway, so mix that up. Alright, and you have your seasoned breadcrumbs ready to go. Alright, then in a bowl, I'll get the flat wide ones so you can dip them in. I've got 2 eggs and half a cup of milk. So just beat up your 2 eggs and your half a cup of milk. Probably should have done the eggs first and put it in, but we'll get there. So you've got to get your station ready. So you want to dip your chops in there and then dip them in your thing and then put them on a plate. So with my pork chops, I love crumbing them on the bone. I reckon they taste way nicer that way. And the kids don't like the bone. So I'll crumb half of the adults with the bone on, and then I'll cut the bone off the kids' ones and then crumb them. So I find with pork chops, whenever I cook them, they go so dry. But when you crumb them, they stay so moist. It's amazing. Alright. So we go dip and paint. So I'll just do one for you, and then I'll come back when they're all done. Alright, so in the milk and egg mix into your crumbs. I know, it looks crazy. It's actually beautiful doing it this way. You wouldn't believe it, would you? So don't forget you got your dry ones in there as well. I'll do another one. Dip it in. And if you start getting low on your fresh ones and you need some more dry ones, just chuck more dry ones in there. I love both. I reckon it's awesome with both. Probably not something you're used to seeing before, but beautiful. Alright, and keep going until you've got them all done. There you go, folks. Your rustic crumbed pork chops. Alright, now that much made 7 really big chops. And they got nice big chunky fresh crumbs and the small crumbs all in one. So we're going to fry them up next. Sorry, I forgot to say, once you've crumbed them all, you want to wrap them in Glad wrap and put them in the fridge for at least an hour. I like doing it earlier in the morning, and they're in there all day, just so the crumbs can set with the egg. So yeah, if you're out on the bush and that and you haven't got that, just wrap it like this and sit it in your esky on top of the ice or something for an hour or so. It's just somewhere cold for an hour or so. Alright, and then chuck them in your fridge, and then yeah, once they've set, you can fry them up. I'll be back soon. Electric frying pan. I don't have enough room on my stove to put a big frying pan. So what you want to do for your crumb pork is, I use olive oil, you can use any oil you want, is you want to just cover the bottom of your pan with oil. Like completely cover, just cover the whole bottom of your pan. While that's heating up. It's only little bits come out of that. Alright. Move it around, make sure it's covering the whole bottom. Okay, and then in with that, I always put a tablespoon or a spoonful of margarine or butter. It actually stops the oil burning. Alright, make sure you get your egg split ready. Mix them together. Now you want to get your beautiful crumb chops that you've crumbed out with. Okay. So you put your crumb chops in. So in between medium and high. I haven't got a even there. Stick them all in. As many as you need. Over there. Alright, and you cook them out probably about 5 minutes this side, 5 minutes the next side. 5, depends on what you're doing it on. In this electric fry pan, it'll probably be at least 8 minutes on either side. Okay, so they've been cooking for about 10 minutes because it's electric fry and it cooks slower. So if you were doing it on the stove top or with gas or something, you'd be able to cook it a little bit more heat, and you probably have to do them for between 5 and 8 minutes. So yeah, they're 10 minutes. So get your spatula. Turn them over. Look at that. My gosh, that's your beautiful homemade breadcrumbs. And they are delicious. Okay, so now we do them for another, whatever you got, 5 to 8, 10 minutes. I'll do them for another 10 minutes in this one. But I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil, because it's on a slant here, it'll go down the other end for me. Just to greasy up the other side a bit. Alright folks, and there you have it. You have your crumb pork chops with your mashed potato, honey carrots and gravy. Have yourselves a great night, and I will catch you tomorrow.